give them the rights to responsible reproductive health. We are not going to cut them. We are going to integrate the culture. And where we want to be is that middle zone. Cultural integration. That is what we want. That is where we want to be. That is what everyone in the mirror is going to be doing. Thank you.
So now, please I ask everyone to remember the rules while we ask questions. So any questions, please? Okay, so in your asking the question, I'm going to ask that you get to your question. Thank you. Okay, we'll start there and we'll go. So can I just see the hands again, please? 6, and that's it. Okay, we'll start here.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Blessing Obinaji, Lancaster University. Okay, Blessing Obinaji, Lancaster University. My question is, how much do you think the pride, I would say, the pride of Nigerian men, now I'm saying that because I know their fragile egos are going to hurt, but how much do you think the pride of the Nigerian man, because technically they are the ones who have, should I say, been instrumental towards the cultural practices and the cultural traditions which have actually submerged the Nigerian girl and Nigerian woman? How much do you think that has contributed to what the Nigerian girl suffers?
Can I take it one after the other?
Yeah, that helps you.
Every man, not just the Nigerian man, every man has pride. Even the men you see in the Western world, they have pride. I happen to be privileged to work on the labor ward in situations where you see people at their most vulnerable points. And you see a white man, with due respect to the white men in here, I'm just trying to bring something out. He's in the labor ward, and he's reading newspaper. And his wife says, are you here to read newspaper? So the average Nigerian man would probably also do that. But his wife will not necessarily ask him, are you here to read newspaper? So every man has got that pride. It's a male thing. But what we are saying is, the other person, I don't like to use developed word, because that is relative. I don't believe in you say you are developed. We'll come to that. But what happens is this. Those people tend to do what they do because there has been cultural shifts. And we can't stay in the same place and do the same thing and expect the same results. My dad used to beat my mom. I'm going to beat my wife. I'm not going to work anymore because the women are getting better empowered. Yeah. Your mother was on the farm. Yeah. So, the way your dad related with your mom and his pride became as big as this hall, is going to be different. Now, you are going to negotiate upcoming Nigerian women.
Thank you.
Times are evolving. And you're going to help us. So that pride will be there, and the women will respect you. You see, people told my husband that you're putting this one in the house with her eyes turned to the back. She's going to cover the pot with her certificate. You see, when you have created pretense, the girl comes dressed very sublime. At the end of the day, she comes out a monster. People who actually show you who they are, they will accommodate your pride. They will make you more proud. My husband is going to work and I'm saying, you are a fine boy this morning. You look good. Because I have confidence. I haven't been crushed. Yeah. I don't think there's any woman out there who looks or is better than I am. Yes, so, exactly. So when you think you are proud and you put that woman down, you're actually creating a monster. Yeah. So I think the pride of the Nigerian man to start with is baseline male pride is allowed. Okay? But it can be modified for better.
Amen.
My name is Shalari Malui. I'm studying NSC International Human Resource Management at Sheffield University. My question is this. We already have a culture that's there. It is static. It is I don't know how to put it. Like you said, it's a way of life. What's your advice to women generally? Bearing in mind that this culture is there. Now, this is where I am coming from. I did a course in school, I'll just be very direct. It was basically about gender discrimination. Yes. And women in the office, they face this gender discrimination. It is something that is not just a Nigerian factor, though the Nigerian factor improves it, but it is something that is everywhere. So what is your advice generally to that gender discrimination? Because it affects the level at which a woman can actually get in power. It affects the level a woman can actually get in position. So what's your advice generally?
Okay, first of all, I would like and beg to correct you. Culture is not static. Culture is dynamic. And as Nigerians and as humans, the earlier we get that into our head, that change is the only constant thing in life, the better for us. Today, Nigeria is evolving, okay? Our culture has its beautiful aspects, and I mentioned that. But there are certain things that, like you pointed out, is not necessarily what we want for human beings. Now, you've also pointed out there's a general template across the world. So what are we going to do? What we are going to do is to realize, tell each and every one of us in that mirror, that we can make our own small change in our own small way. That's from our head, our mindset. So culture is not static, it's changing. What can I do to create a positive change? Then you as a woman, you don't go about thinking, I'm a woman. If I want something, I have to look good. Or I can get it with something between my legs. No. I went to a med school in Nigeria. I've been around the world. And I know that the moment men see me, the first thing that comes across them is that this serious girl, can I get in between her legs? Fine, come. We get chatting, you become my friends. 90% of my friends are male and they are loyal. The 10% who are women are not necessarily loyal. And half of this 90% came wanting to sleep with me. So, no, it's the truth. It's the truth. And then, let me tell you, you as a woman, you don't necessarily have to, so you don't have to have that mindset. I'm also trying to build the woman's mindset. It's a two-way thing. You must first be confident. It starts from us growing up. It starts from our immediate families. How do we raise our girls? And then you can then negotiate some of these things in life. Does that go close to your answer? I hope it does. You can see me after.
Otueke.
Good morning, my name is Balumi, and I'm studying at the University of Portsmouth. And one thing I see in your presentation, I see a festy campaigning for women's rights, which is stereotyping for me, because everybody, all what I kept saying is the Nigerian girl. Look, I did the research not too long ago, and naturally, which is what even the UK is facing, is the fact that women, by their nature, raising children and all other responsibilities, are handicapped in the society. What I want to say is, from your own perspective, what do you see as a contribution of nature to that stereotyping Nigerian woman suppression in your presentation? Two, every time women come out to say men are suppressing them. I'm married, so I come from experience. But when it comes to areas of key decisions, naturally, women chicken out. Most women. And everything stops at the table of the man. And that's what I'm saying. What I'm asking you is this. Irrespective of gender, what do you think? Especially economically, back home in Africa, most economic power or most economic decision rests with the man, culturally. So what do you think women can do to change this order? Please, they told me yesterday.
It's too much.
Okay. Yes,
So let's take this question. First of all, you said festive campaign for women's rights. I'm not campaigning for women. I'm not campaigning for women's rights. Don't get me wrong.
no petition.
I'm telling us that we should integrate our culture in the aspect of the Nigerian girl and by extension the Nigerian woman. Personally, I don't think anybody can compromise my rights. You talked about women being suppressed. I don't think I can be suppressed. And I don't even think suppression is a word in my dictionary. Because I'm involved. Do you understand? I think the problem is you are still looking at things through the sunglasses of years before. And it is true that sometimes there's a critical decision to be taken and the woman comes to you. She's come to you as her husband. As much as you see me, let me give you a practical example. I was in med school once and one of our lecturers came in and someone came up to her and said, Mrs. Waffle, what are we doing today? She said, no, I'm Dr. Waffle. The Mrs. is something else. Then I didn't quite understand what she was saying. But as I grew up in life, I discovered that she was trying in that singular statement to tell you that this is my professional domain. Do not, and that's what you said now, that nature has created that women should look after the children. It's not the exclusive preserve of a woman to sit at home for you and look after the kids you made together. For goodness sake, you brought in 23 of those chromosomes. And that's what we are saying. That you should actually, us as human beings, us as women, we should help each other. As men, you should help us. The Nigerian girl is crying out to you in an evolving world because you are still the one who is castigating her again and saying that, oh, she's not as friendly as the Igbo woman. She doesn't come up to me because you've knocked off her confidence as a father, as a brother, as a husband. You don't know. You've not done it intentionally. The environment has just helped you and you've gone with the environment. And what I am saying today is that we can modify our environment, environmental manipulation, and we can integrate the good things. There are some good things we want and see in some people. I see some ladies that are like, oh, I like this woman. Can my daughter be like this? I like that man. Can my son be like this? I'm not saying that women are saying, oh, men, go to hell. No, that's not it. We are in this boat of development together. Does that answer you?
There's 6 people that originally have their hands up. So there's 3 more. The original 6 people. Do you know yourself? Was he one of the original? No, there's 3 people. There's some coming. See one.
Thank you. My name is Loretta Ogboro-Okor. I'm studying international studies at the Bournemouth University. The first person that asked the question actually wrote me I wanted to ask for, just as an extension. I like the fact that you talked about cultural integration, Nigerianization, bringing our own culture to, and I feel the fact that some of us, are in the UK, will be able to relate more to the cultural integration. My problem actually is those back home, because at first we are Africans, I'm authentic of us. I was just looking at the concept, or do I say the art of, let's say, submissiveness, because an average African man prides himself so much on the fact that the woman has to be submissive. And the second speaker also talked about the fact that the corrected second from the fact that culture is dynamic, it's evolving, new things come, and you don't have to see through the glass of 1900 to what it is now. So my question really is, for those back home, how do you think we can actually entrench the fact that culture is changing and we need to integrate, we need to expunge the bad ones, bring in the good ones, to sensitize them. I just need, do you have recommendations on how we can actually entrench this into our culture back home to let them know this is not the way to go? Because I just feel we don't be a bit problematic.
Well, I'm glad to ask this question, and the answer to the question of representation, and it's with you, it's within you, it's the mirror, it's you. Start from yourself, and I'm glad. Honestly, you have started. Are you spreading this word? Are you acting it? Are you living it? you know, it's not about, it's like the gospel. You know, it's about what you do, how you live your life. And we talk about the word submissiveness. Exactly what is submissiveness? If you want someone to be submissive, you get a slave and provide. Because, you know, honestly, I think it's just reorientating the way we think. It's just overhauling. The other day, someone saw me in the house cooking, and the guy said, "Oh, Loretta, you can cook like this." I said, "Why not? Why not?" "Yes, sir, you are allowed." You know, why not? Why wouldn't I cook for my family? And that was when someone used this word like human rights. You saw them. I took them off. See, dog, baby. Those are all cliches. That is not the solution. The solution is in each and every one of us. If you go home now and you start living your life in a manner that models one who wants to, his daughter, to live in that kind of environment, other people are watching you. I have friends in diverse religion, Islam, I have friends from Sokoto, I have friends from Katsina. And I know what these women tell me, that they're wearing veils, but I know what they tell me. And I've been fortunate to be an NGO youth counselor, women counselor. I'm fortunate to be able to listen to people in their lowest ebbs when they give me information that they won't give another person. And I know what goes on. You make the Nigerian woman pretend to be who she's not. For goodness sake, let's let her be who she actually should truly be. That's just all. So it starts with each and every one of us. Raise your daughter the way you want your daughter to be. Treat your wife the way you want your daughter to be treated. And that's it.
Okay.